The comets falling from the sky, 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 comets falling from the sky.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning clinics that are convenient for you. Parkview Sports Medicine.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sport One Parkview Ice House right here on SummitCitySports.com. Tonight's game is the biggest one of the season as it has the Memorial Cup trophy on the line. And for the first time in 5 years, this matchup will not be the Carroll Chargers and the Leo Lions. Instead, it is going to feature the number 3 overall Leo Lions making their 5th consecutive appearance in the Memorial Cup Championship. And for the first time in program history, it is going to be the number 1 ranked Bishop Dwenger Saints. As I said, this is their first year ever appearing in the championship game and Leo's 5th consecutive. Leo's last Memorial Cup championship came in 2014 as they knocked off the Carroll Chargers. Before we get things started, though, let's recap Saturday's semifinal games. In the first game, the Bishop Dwenger Saints knocked off the Homestead Spartans 3-2 in overtime, thanks to a goal from Luke Robertson. And then in the late game, the Leo Lions knocked off the Carroll Chargers due to the heroic efforts of Logan Robbins as he scored with just 26 seconds left in the third period. And of course, we have a big ceremony going tonight. Before the puck drop, we have the award ceremony for the top scorers, top goaltenders, first and second all-city teams, and we will have the new Memorial Cup honoree. And this year, the honoree is former Carroll Charger player Chase Warner, who tragically lost his life in a car accident a couple years ago. And also introducing tonight, joining me in a little booth that we have up here, is the voice of the Indiana Tech Warriors NAIA hockey team, Bryce Ryder.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks for having me out here tonight. I haven't been a part of the Indiana high school athletic here for the hockey since 2008. It was the last year we were here, so it's been 10 years. And back at that time, we were just watching Bishop Dwenger come in from what used to be Northside hockey. So it's good to see kind of a connection still with me because we watched a lot of the players and coaching go over to Dwenger, and it's good to see him here tonight battling against Leo when Leo had won their 1A in 08, if I recall. So it's been a while, so it's going to be exciting to hear you call this, and I want to thank you for having me out tonight.
Thank you for joining me. And as you said, when Dwenger first appeared, Leo wasn't even around back then, actually. It was actually the New Haven Bulldogs that won the 1A state championship. And then, of course, New Haven won again in 2010. Then it transitioned over to Leo. And as you've probably seen if you've been around high school hockey here at Fort Wayne, it's pretty much been the Leo Lions, Carroll Chargers, and Bishop Dwenger Saints pretty much running the show here in high school hockey.
Yeah, that's exciting to see it come in this direction, because when we were there was a year Northside was on fire, but it's always been Carroll and Homestead, and it is neat to see somebody else out here from where we were it was years and years of just Carroll Homestead. Sometimes it was Snyder, which is now the Summit City Panthers, but just every once in a while it was somebody's year, but always Carroll, always Homestead or Snyder in the mix. So this is great to see.
And as I've said, that's how it was for about the past 4 or 5 years, give or take. It was Carroll and Leo just running the show. That started in 2014 with the playoffs when they met in the championship game where Leo defeated Carroll. And then 2015, 2016, 2017, once again, Carroll-Leo. But those years, Carroll Chargers knocked them off. But as I said, it is nice to see a new pair of teams coming into the Memorial Cup Championship game. Gives you a different feel to it.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So, to get things started, we have the Leo Lions wearing their black and the Dwenger Saints wearing their gold alternates this year. And we will now take it down to ice level to get the awards ceremony started. First up should be the top scorers of the Fort Wayne Area High School Hockey Association. And so that takes us to the end of the awards ceremony. We'll be getting things kicked off underway shortly. And it looks like tonight's goaltending matchup, it looks like it's going to be between Kyler Bays and goaltender Stephen Vlatt. And as I said, we will get warm-ups underway in front of a packed house here at Rink 1 of the Sport 1 Parkview Ice House. But before we go into our commercial break, don't forget, of course, today's broadcast is, of course, brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, that is 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also at Parkview Sports Medicine. It's game on. Our elite team of experts in orthopedic surgery, athletic rehabilitation, nutrition, and sports performance training offers athletes coordinated care and instant access at the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located inside the Sport 1 Parkview Fieldhouse. Parkview Sports Medicine also wants to celebrate the accomplishments of athletes on and off the field with scores and highlights for all area schools. Check it out at ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. To make Parkview Sports Medicine part of your team, give us a call at 266-4007 or log on to ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. As I said, that will take us into our first break. When we come back, we will have Puck Drop right here on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website, SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
The Sport 1 Parkview Fieldhouse is a state-of-the-art facility that has become the home of sports in our region. Also the home of Parkview Sports Medicine with our new Ortho Express Clinic, AWP Sports, plus all kinds of club activity from basketball, volleyball, futsal, pickleball, and more. The Sport 1 Parkview Fieldhouse. Check it out today.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hit, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne
Long
Hockey.
with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. Our elite team of experts in orthopedic surgery, athletic rehabilitation, nutrition, and sports performance coordinate your care all along the way. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport 1 Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, Visit SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning clinics that are convenient for you. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
If you're an athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at O&E, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to ParkviewSportsMedicine.com and click on the Services tab.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Craw.
Shot hits the post. And a centering feed to Luke Knipscher. Shot scores.
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
AWP Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics, the industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the...
And we are back at the Parkview Sport One Ice House right here on SummitCitySports.com, where the coaches are making their final preparations as we get ready for puck drop. As I said, the goaltending duo tonight for the Leo Lions is going to be goaltender number 31, Kyler Bays. And from what I saw in the warm-ups, it is going to be goaltender Stephen Vlot in net for the Saints. It looks like Leo's going to head out with their usual starting line with Stratton, Grossman, Robin brothers, and Freebie at the point. It will be interesting to see how the Saints will counter. And indeed, it is going to be Vlot in net. Looks like Robertson out there, along with McClung and Zaremba. So now off puck drop, it's going to be tied up and now played by Logan Robbins as he'll shoot it down inside the zone. Icing will be waved off. Ben James now with possession. He gets bumped there. Lucas Robbins behind the net. Out to the point for Freebie. Freebie, a shot, saved by Vlot. That goes to the corner. Another chance there by Grossman. Will hit the stick of Vlot. And now it's going to be played along the far boards. And that will be out to the point and out to the middle. Here comes Zaremba the other way. Zaremba to the far side, gets down to the corner behind the net. Wraparound attempt, that comes off his stick. And now played by Lucas Robbins, back to Stratton. Stratton going up the far side, passes it to Grossman. He's going to get poke check there, and looks like Nick James is going to keep it into the zone. Freebie up ice, it's intercepted at the slot. A shot that goes wide. That was from McClung. Louis Knipscher now with possession, trying to center it to Nick James. That's on the side of the net. Puck is still loose. That comes out to the point to be played by McClung as he gets it down low. Freebie will shoot it down the ice. That will go for an icing.
Pretty good chance there. Both teams had some chances. That one was pretty scary. I think it was Freebie that tried to clear the puck, passed it right up to the point, the left D, and kept it alive. And there we are facing off in the Leo zone.
Bonecutter with the win, gets it back to Ray. Ray pressured there by Louis Knipscher. And a hit there by Bonecutter will knock the puck free. And now it's going to be played by Speckhard up to Bonecutter. Bonecutter the other way, looking for Leedy. Play onside. He has it, but poke check there by Woods. That's going to go off the glass and played by Speckhard as he gets it down low behind the nets. Played there by Hensley. Hensley up to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer pressured there. That's going to be stolen by the Lions and sent back down low by Speckhard. And now it's going to be at the face-off circle. Played it there and out of the zone. Looks like by Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer gets it up ice. Into the slot, a shot. That goes wide. That was from Louis Knipscher. and that hits the safety netting. So face-off is back inside of the Leo end, and it's now going to be played up ice by Lucas Robbins. And now inside the zone, across the ice, and a save there by Vlot. Sorry about the technical difficulties, folks. We are back on track, and now is going to be played inside the zone. Knocked away there by Freebie. Robertson now with possession. Robertson drops it down low. Picking up there is Zemansky. And now it's going to be Grossman. He'll lose it to Robertson. Robertson down low, played there by Stratton. Stratton off the boards and out of the zone. And that will go all the way for an icing. At 12:33 left in the first period, we still sit at 0-0. And now off the face-off, it's going to be won by Bonecutter. Leaves it back to Ray. Ray up to the near side for Leedy. He has it in his feet. That's going to be poked away and cleared out of the zone by Bonecutter. And icing will be waved off. Picked up now by Hensley. Hensley behind the net. Gets pressured by Leedy. He'll drop it to Sather. And now it's going to be picked up and taken to the far corner. That is Nick Kuharski. Sather with possession. He'll send it. Turnover there. Played by Bonecutter. And Bonecutter sends it down low. Leedy behind the net. Gets it to Speckhardt. Speckhardt to the slot. That was for Bonecutter, but knocked away. Speckhardt gets it back down to the corner. Played by Hensley. Hensley tied up there by Bonecutter. He'll come away with it. And now Hensley still being pressured. He gets it up ice and out of the zone. Ray gets it back inside the Dwenger end. Played and now by Hensley. Hensley gets it over to the ice. That's intercepted by Logan Robbins and shot back inside the Dwenger zone. Pressure seems to be all Leo right now. Dwenger can barely get out of their own defensive end. And now Kohlmeyer grabs possession. He'll get it up ice. And inside the zone comes Louis Knipscher to the far side. Backhand on net. Hits the side of the net. And now behind the net is going to be played out to the point. Nobody there. That pass was from Nick James. Woods with possession. He'll have it inside his own defensive end. Pressured there by Lucas Robbins. And now up to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer feigning on the pass. As now it's going to be played by Logan Robbins. Robbins to Freebie. Freebie taking a look. Decides to go to the near side and gets it played now by Woods. Off the boards to Louis Knipscher. That's now played by Nick James. And that's cut off there by Freebie as he shoots it back inside of the Dwenger end. Woods once again with possession. He'll shoot it off the glass. And now is going to be a centering pass to Leroy. Leroy blocked there in front by McClung, and a shot is going to be saved there by Vlot. Woods pressured there by Leroy. That will now be poked out of his tie-up and now played by McClung. McClung to the far corner, now has possession. Pressured there, that's going to go off the skates of Clauser, and that's going to be picked up there by Stratton. Pressured by Robertson, but Stratton still maintains possession. And now it's going to be grabbed by Zaremba. Turnover inside the defensive end. Zaremba tied up there by Freebie along behind the net, and that comes out to the slot and played there by Logan Robbins. Robbins back the other way, inside the zone, goes to the face-off circle, centering feed, nobody there. Lucas Robbins has it, looks over to Ray along the far side. He'll poke it to the slot, and he gets it right back. Ray a shot, and that's going to be a save by Vlot.
Putting the pressure on Vlot here. Leo's been pressing in. When they get in there, they stay in. It was going back and forth for a while, but Bays hasn't seen as much as Vlot, so we'll see if they ascend or if Dwenger comes back around. They've got speed.
They do indeed, and especially if Louis Knipscher can unleash his speed that he has, and that will roll down for an icing faceoff going back down inside of the Dwenger end. So face-off back inside of the Saints end of the ice. Looks like Leo rolling their usual starters out with Speckard, Bonecutter, and Leedy at the face-off circle. That's going to be won there by Nick James. James gets it to Woods. Woods hits the brakes. That's going to be sent around the boards to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer sending it down nice. He's got Louis Knipscher on the break. Knipscher to the slot. Deeks. And the save there by Bays. And a rebound opportunity is going to hit the side of the net. Ben James at the point gets it back down low to be played by Louis Knipscher. He can't handle it. And now Nick James comes out. It's along the side of the net again. And play will be whistled down as the puck was dead on the net. So good play by Kohlmeyer along the near boards. Found Louis Knipscher well behind the defense. He gets the pass off. And then Knipscher on a breakaway went to the near side, and the shot was stopped by Bays. Face off in the neutral zone just outside of the Leo end.
Yeah, we were just talking about Bays. They sized him up well. He played it smart. So he's seeing his fair share.
Stratton down low. Louis Knipscher now with possession. Centers it to the slot. Kohlmeyer with the shot saved by Bays. And now picked up by Louis Knipscher out to the point. A shot tipped in front by Kohlmeyer, and that's going to be stopped by Bays. Once again at the point, DeGroot will shoot it down low to Louis Knipscher. Knipscher backhands it over to Nick James along the near side. And that's going to be picked off by Leedy. Leedy up to Bonecutter. And Bonecutter carrying it inside of the Dwenger end. He'll just throw it on net. Flott the easy save. Kohlmeyer looking over to Louis Knipscher off the boards. Gets inside the zone. Knipscher cuts off to Hensley. Hensley a shot that's tipped wide by Stratton. Freebie once again will shoot it down the ice, and that goes for another icing.
Yeah, for a second there, it looked like Leo was on a penalty kill. They were playing pretty conservative there, and it gave a lot of chances to Dwenger. They had the control in there, keeping it in the attacking zone.
So Louis Knipscher with two good chances, and he passes it over to Hensley, who had a good chance, but a block by Stratton. Saved the shot, and the shot there goes off the side of the net. Ray with possession. He'll get it over to Clauser. Clauser can't get it out. Ben James drops it down low. Played now by Josh Robinson. Once again, shot into the zone by Ben James. And now it's going to be played by Logan Robbins as he goes up the far side. Robbins cuts to the middle, taking down the play, and a shot by Clauser. Scores!
Looks like he was trying to feed it, and it just wobbled its way in. And Flott was looking for the puck as it went slow, right under his feet.
So Clauser gets the opening goal. It's 1-0 Leo. So now off the face-off, Clauser made it 1-0. Freebie trying to get it out of the zone. That's kept in. Play on side. Finally coming out of the Leo end. Over to the near side. That's going to be shot in the zone by Hensley. And played there by Bays. Freebie around the corner to Leedy. And Leedy tied up there by Robertson. Robertson comes away with it. Out to the point. Shot tipped in front. Scores! Zaremba! So a shot from the point gets tipped in front by Zaremba. That goes through the 5-hole of Bays. And now it's a tie game with 7:03.
Yeah, they answered back quick. So now it's a game starting all over.
Back to square one, the tie game. And now it's going to be Nick James in the draw against Bonecutter. Push down on the play. Bonecutter will get it to Leedy. Leedy loses it there, and that's now going to be played by Ray along the far boards. Speckard with possession. Speckard shot. That's blocked in front. Leedy a chance. That goes wide. And Speckard centers it. Blocked there by Zemansky. And now coming down the far side is going to be thrown on net there. That was from Nick James. And Kohlmeyer with it now, tied up along the near corner. And that's going to come away there. Bone Cutter. Kohlmeyer now with possession. He'll take it to behind the net and poke it back around to Nick James. Nick James out to the point. That's going to be played down low back by McClung. And Kohlmeyer with it, takes it to the far side. He'll center it to Louis Knipscher. That's going to be broken up by Ray. And Bays covers the puck. So both goals kind of just squeaked by the goaltenders on, looked like tips in front of the net.
Yeah, Bays looked pretty dejected, but he's gathered it back up.
It's now off the draw. Lucas Robbins takes it, coming in with speed. He gets behind the defense. Deeks, and a save by Vlad.
Vlad might have let an easier one in, but he battled to keep that out.
A wrap on attempt by Logan Robbins will hit the side of the net. That's cleared down the ice, and an icing will be called. I think I mentioned in the warm-ups, I'm expecting a pretty good game between these two. These guys fought hard all year against each other. And from my memory, they were actually really close games all 4 times.
Yeah, this is a big deal here. You still got state coming up, but this is important.
So off the face-off, that's going to be shot out of the zone. Icing will be waved off. Zaremba gets there, centers it. That's going to be blocked by Freebie. And now it's going to be played up there by Grossman, and that comes out of the zone just barely. And Lucas Robbins now with possession.
Gonna try this again.
2-on-1. Lucas Robbins a shot off the post. And now Lucas Robbins has it. He's tied up there by Robertson. Freebie a shot. It's pad saved by Vlad. And now grabbed by Logan Robbins. Loses possession. Robertson comes in to assist for the Saints. And now coming down the ice, a big hit there by Zaremba on Stratton. As Stratton was the one going for the hit.
Yeah, Stratton was trying to hold the line and it got hammered there by Zaremba. It was good for Vlad. He was getting hammered, so he needed to get a break.
Shot saved by Bays, and that's going to be kept away by Freebie. Freebie hits Speckhard's stick, but that will roll down for another icing. So 10 minutes and 14 seconds have gone by in the first period. It is 1-1, and a face-off down inside of the Leo end.
Yeah, both goalies taking a drink, catching their breath. It's going back and forth, and they're stopping a lot of good chances.
Off the draw, a shot blocked in front by Boone Cutter, gets it up to Leedy. And now McClung has it for the Saints. Backhands it over to the far side. It's going to be grabbed there by Louis Knipscher. Knipscher takes it. He gets poked there by Leedy. Ray now with possession. Ray there is now bumped off by Kohlmeyer. He'll backhand it around the boards. Grabbed there by Leedy. Leedy sends it over to the far side, looking for Speckhard, and that's going to be knocked away by Woods, but Bone Cutter now has it for the Lions. Bone Cutter has it now in his feet, gets it down low to Speckhard, and Speckhard takes it behind the net to the near side, and he'll backhand it out to the point for Robinson. A shot, that will go wide.
Oh, bad bounce.
And now Bone Cutter with possession, centers it to Speckhard, and he goes wide. Speckhard, wide open chance in the slot. He'll shoot wide. And Robinson, a shot blocked there by Woods. Louis Knipscher will send it around the boards. Played there by Kohlmeyer. And that comes out of the zone. And grabbed there by Josh Robinson. Freebie with possession. Back over to Robinson. Gets it up to Speckhard. And he'll leave it go for Logan Robbins. Over to Lucas Robbins. And a poke check there by Woods. Might have saved the goal. Lucas Robbins behind the net. He'll lose it. McClung up the boards. That's going to be kept in by Stratton. Stratton gets it down low to McClung. Kept it at the point. Stratton a shot. Tipped it front. No high stick. McClung sends it back around. Played there by Logan Robbins. That's stolen and shot out of the zone. That looked like from Kohlmeyer. Freebie chased down there by Robinson. Stolen by Zemansky. Backhand saved by Bays. And Stratton will put it down behind the net. Played by Zemansky. Zemansky pressured by 3 Lions. They don't see Robertson in the slot. They're puck focused on the play. Here is Robertson, a backhand knocked away by Stratton. Robertson tied up there by Bonecutter. Zaremba comes away with it. Zaremba a shot blocked there by Stratton. And now Bonecutter comes away with it, going the other way along the near side. Bonecutter gets around the defense, and he's going to be broken up there. Played now by Zaremba. Zaremba, far side pass. Nobody there as Zemansky was going off for a line change, and Flott stops it behind the net. DeGroot now with possession along the far side. He'll wrap it around the boards. Josh Robinson keeps it at the point. A shot that's going to go wide. And now it's going to be kept into the zone by Speckard. Grossman comes in to assist. He'll put it down low. And now it's going to be Grossman and DeGroot tied up behind the net. And it looks like Speckard comes in to help for the Lions. Speckard comes away with it. Penalty coming up there to the Saints. And the Lions will have the first power play of the game. It is a hooking call. So Nick Kuharski going to go to the box for hooking. Leo to the power play.
See how Leo does here. They played well, both teams here, 5-on-5. Once the puck gets in the attacking zone, it stays. So with the extra man here, we'll see if it stays the duration or if Dwenger steps it up here on the penalty kill.
So Leo on the power play for at least a good 2 minutes or the rest of the period. Louis Knipscher now has it. He will have it along the far corner, tied it there by Bonecutter. Speckard also there. Logan Robbins comes in to help break the puck free. And that finally gets knocked free. Ooh. And now McClung gives Bonecutter a hit. Bonecutter comes away with it. Bonecutter out to the point for Lucas Robbins. Robbins trying to get it over.
Oh, here we go.
Freebie. That's blocked by Knipscher. Now inside the zone. Over to James, and he can't get a stick on it. Nick James throws it on net. Here's Robertson, a shot saved by Bay, still loose. And now finally Lucas Robbins will come away with it. And Robbins over to Freebie, gets it over to Bonecutter. Final minute of the first period, Bonecutter drops it back to himself. And he'll get it down low, played there by Logan Robbins, out to the point, that's stopped by Flott. Lucas Robbins at the point, Robbins with a shot, he fans on it a little bit, and that will be cleared out of the zone by the Saints. Freebie gets it over to Lucas Robbins. Robbins back over to Freebie. That's going to be tipped up to Grossman. And that will be put inside the zone before McClung shoots it back down the ice. Bays leaves it for Freebie behind the net. 20 seconds left in the first period. And now it's going to be sent over. Played there by Robertson. Josh Robinson comes away with it. And now it's up to Leedy. Leedy back in his own end. Over to Robinson.
He's getting pinched.
Off the boards, played by Robertson. And Leedy will bank it off the boards, and that will do it for the first period. The Lions will have a 12-second power play as they start the second period. So what you think of the modern-day high school hockey?
It looks pretty good. Should have been around to see most of it over the last few years to see it looking this good.
So we'll take a quick break. It is 1-1, and we will be right back here on SummitCitySports.com.
The comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning clinics that are convenient for you. Parkview Sports Medicine.
So as we get ready for the second period, let's recap how kind of we got this far. Not much on the score sheet at the start of the game. then it was going to be Clauser opening up the score, and as that kind of snuck through Vlot, and then Zaremba answered right away. Pretty much a tip in front that also kind of just snuck through the five full of bays.
Yeah, once again, it's each team can get the puck in the attacking zone. It stays, so far Dwenger's not paying a price for losing a guy on a penalty.
So now at center ice, it's going to be shot into the zone by Stratton. Picked up there by Woods. Woods will throw it down the ice. That does it for the penalty kill as Dwenger returns to full strength. So now coming down the far side, heavy hit there by Zaremba on Stratton. Bone Cutter comes away with it. He'll throw it down inside the Dwenger end. Hensley sends it around to the near corner. And that's going to be played now by Zemanski. Zemanski gets tipped by Freebie. That's out of the zone. And Stratton puts it right back in. Now played there by Woods. Woods stretch passes Zemanski. Can't handle it, but he will grab it inside the faceoff circle. And takes behind the net to Zaremba along the near side. And now at the point is Woods. Woods back down low to Zemanski. That will wrap around the boards. And grabbed there by Robinson. Robinson pressured there by Nick James. That's going to be picked up there by Logan Robbins. And Saints come away with it, but it comes out to the point for Leroy. Leroy will shoot it down. And now it's going to be picked up there by Clauser. Gets around Woods, but the puck keeps going and is grabbed there by Hensley. Hensley with possession. He'll take it to the near side of his net. Go behind. And the pass there is blocked by Clauser.
Robbins got it.
And now Hensley comes away with it still. That's into the feet of Clauser. And now sent around the boards. To the near side, Louis Knipscher. Up ice to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer trying to get away. And stretch past Nick James. James is shot. Saved by Bays.
What a play. Bay was on that one. He followed that all the way in.
A big hit there by Freebie as he gets it up to Grossman. Grossman loses it to Nick James. The shot's caught there by Ray. Here comes Lucas Robbins the other way.
One-man show.
Robbins deeks. Scores!
Yeah, Robbins picked that up in the zone. He carried that down, trying to hang on to it, and he got in a position to fire away. Vlot sizing him up, seeing where he was going to go. And he got him.
So now it's 2-1 in favor of the Leo Lions. With 12:57 left in the second period.
Yeah, Dwenger's coming out a little more physical, but right here Leo showed him we're just gonna come down and score.
So now off the tie-up, it's going to be McClung getting it up the ice. That's going to be sent down by Freebie, and that will go for an icing. So Lucas Robbins kind of walking through the entire Dwenger defense, gets into the low slot and throws it just under the blocker of Lott. That gave Leo the 2-1 lead. Face-off now down inside of the Leo end, and it's going to be to the left of Bays. And that's going to be a tie up there by Robertson. Leo comes away with it off the boards. That's going to be picked up there by Ben James. As Zaremba comes away with it, he's poked by Freebie. That still comes in the zone. And play whistle down for the offsides.
Yeah, little collisions there. I think the checking was going to happen more than the puck was going to get touched, but I think the offsides will reset this.
Offsides kind of saved the Lions. They were about ready to be put on a 3-on-1 chance for the Saints. So now off the draw, it's going to be another tie-up. And Robertson gets it in the zone, and Speckard will get it out. And McClung gets it back to Speckard. Speckard down the ice. McClung over to Ben James. James with it. He'll back it off the boards over to McClung. McClung up ice to Zemanski. Zemanski looking for Zaremba. That will bounce over his stick. And now played by Stratton. And now picked up by Speckard. Speckard bumped off by McClung. And now played by Zemanski. Zemanski will backhand it inside of the Leo end. That's going to be grabbed by Freebie. He'll stop behind the net to take a look. Off the boards, out to the point. McClung gets it down low. And that rolls in front of the net. Bays makes his cover. with 11:50 left in the second period. So Freebie kind of stopping behind the net, trying to look for an open lane to pass to. Nobody really open, so he'll just bounce off the boards, forcing a turnover at the point. McClung with the shot that will just go wide. Bays made the save, and now off the draw, Lucas Robbins trying to break free, and a good box out by Wagner. And now it's played by Sather.
Yeah, looking like a train riding, going after that puck off the faceoff. And now we have the same thing tied up on the boards in front of the Leo bench.
Coming off the tie-up, Nick Kuharski over to Woods. That will go just wide. I think he was looking for Wagner. Icing will be waved off as now Nick Kuharski grabs it. Stays to the far side and gets it up to the point. And now it's going to be played by Hensley. Hensley carrying it up ice and play whistle down for an offside as Kuharski lost his balance in the play and just slid over the line.
Yeah, a little scary. Robbins gets tied up with him. They could have looked at it as interference, but they just tied themselves up. Hensley is the one that lost on that deal. He was coming in strong.
So now it is going to be Bonecutter and Nick James to the draw. It's going to be a face-off win by Bonecutter as he finally comes away with it. He gets inside the Dwenger end. Lost his balance along the far side. It's going to be sent around the boards and grabbed by McClung, who gets it off the boards. Up to Nick James. James breaking away. And he loses balance, centers it, and that's going to be knocked away by Bonecutter. Kohlmeyer with it. Centers it to Robertson, and a save by Bays.
Stop. Nice.
Knipscher trying to keep it in, unable to do so. Bonecutter gets it over to Leedy, can't connect on the pass. And now DeGroot drops it to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer pressured by Bonecutter and Leedy. As it's finally coming loose, here's Leedy, a chance. And it's going to be off the stick of Lott, still in play. Along the near side, Louis Knipscher now comes away with it. He goes to the middle.
He's going to try the one-man show. It's going the whole way.
Louis Knipscher kind of does that a lot. Out to McClung. McClung, a shot into the glove of Bays.
Bays is playing pretty well. I've been watching him. His reaction time has picked up tremendously. He's fired up.
He has really been doing a good job staying square to the shot and making sure he leaves no rebound chances. Face-off now inside of the Leo end, and that's going to be won by Logan Robbins. A shot off the mask of base. And now it's played along the near side, trying to get it out to the point. Keeping it in the zone was Robertson, who gets it down low to Zaremba. Zaremba behind the net, gets it out to the middle, trying to. That was blocked by Freebie. And now Logan Robbins comes away with it. He gets hit there, but still maintains possession. Logan Robbins to the far side. Backhands it off the pad of Lott, looking for Leroy on the rebound. And now it's going to be Zaremba coming away with it. He gets inside the Leo end. Zaremba gets behind Ray. Zaremba wraparound attempt, stopped by Bays. It's still loose and just outside of the crease. And it's still loose now behind the net. Ray without a stick. Zaremba centers it to Zemansky, broken up by Josh Robinson.
By Bays.
And Leroy shoots it down the ice. That goes for an icing.
Yeah, Bays, Ray without that stick, he just poked that up even though it was in the slot, but he felt that it was safer there. If someone did pick that up and fired on him, he could follow that in. Good play.
9:07 remains in the second period. It is a 1-goal lead in favor of the Leo Lions. That came from Lucas Robbins. And it looks like Nick Kuharski is going to go to the draw against Bonecutter. Shot off the draw by Kuharski. A blocker save there by Bays. The backhand attempt off the pad of Bays. Nobody there for the rebound on the back door. Wagner gets it back down low. Nobody there for the Saints. So it's going to go to the far side. Played there by Sather. And now Sather hits it back down low to the bottom of the corner. And now Hensley with a shot that's blocked there by Bonecutter. Bonecutter trying to hit Leedy on the stretch pass.
Oh, it might work for him.
Comes away with it. Leedy backhands it, saved by Vlot. Rebound's going to be knocked away. Here's Bonecutter in the slot. A shot blocked. And that's going to be cleared away by Louis Knipscher. Knipscher
Here comes an ice.
Decides to throw it down the ice, and that will be an icing.
Yeah, Vlad showing us, hey, I'm the other goalie in this game, showing us he could stop some too. Sees a little action in his zone now.
So doing a little bit of net repair, making sure everything's okay. Now face off to the right of Vlad. There's going to be one there by the Saints as DeGroot sends it around the boards to Hensley. Hensley off the boards to DeGroot, and he'll get it up to Louis Knipscher. Knipscher trying to hit a stretch pass again. That will go off the boards and roll just wide of the nets, and that goes for an icing. Saints really trying to make this cross-ice stretch pass thing work, and it's not really connecting.
No, not so far. I don't know if they have another strategy in it or they're going to work on it till they get it right. But they do need to catch up on the scoreboard.
So now off the draw is going to be won by Nick James. DeGroot shoots it, and that's going to be tied up along the near side by Logan Robbins and Nick James. Trying to work it free. The Grossman comes in to help. That will finally come free. Logan Robbins will have it. That goes to the far side. Hensley grabs it and now comes back to the near side. He backhands it up to Louis Knipscher. Knipscher trying to get a free. That's going to be poked away there. And now it's loose by Hensley. Hensley deeks. And it's out by, it's loose.
It's
just
loose.
over the line. Scores!
Yeah, Blay lost sight of it.
That's from Louis Knipscher. So Bays kind of loses track as it came under his pad and kind of stopped on the goal line. The Lions defense pulled it out and unfortunately went straight to Knipscher, who puts it in the empty net as Bays was just trying to find it.
Yeah, and Knipscher was leading that whole drive right there, so he finished it off.
Now behind the net, Woods throws it to the boards, grabbed by Speckard. Reyes shot, blocked in front. Here is Bonecutter tying up McClung. And McClung comes away with it, gets it up to Zaremba. Zaremba now inside the zone. Play whistle down for an offsides. Once again, just kind of like the Leo accidentally pushing the Dwenger player offsides, and unfortunately they have to call it.
Yeah, at some point, if it gets chippy, they probably will. But now that it's back to a tied game, that's all skill here. You don't want to be heading into the box and giving the other team an advantage.
And so now off a draw is going to be Zamansky coming away with it. Over to Zaremba. Zaremba shot into the glove of Bays, and Bays hangs on.
Yeah, Bays still looking good and sharp. He just lost sight of that. Everybody did, including the ref. He had to come in and look for it from that earlier goal. So I think Bays is still on fire. And Dwenger knows that, so they know they got to just keep playing opposite and make him chase anything they fire in on him.
Looking for that dirty goal. So now Kohlmeier's shot that's tucked away by Bays. It pops into the slot, but cleared out of the zone. As now it's going to be Lucas Robbins coming away with it. He backtracks a little bit. Now over to Ray. Ray throws it down low. That's going to be along behind the net by Woods. Woods sends it to the near corner. And that's picked up there by Nick James. That comes out of the zone. James tied up with Grossman. Lucas Robbins comes with it. And now McClung goes the other way. McClung gets around Logan Robbins, but Robbins grabs the puck. And now he'll get it up to Lucas Robbins as he's pressured there by Kohlmeier. Lucas Robbins coming down the far side, decides to go up the middle now, poked there by McClung. McClung backhands it to Kohlmeier, bouncing puck, finally put inside of the Leo end.
There's an ice.
And that rolls for an icing.
Yeah, Ray tried to get one to Robbins there. He was sitting there kind of silent and just missed the target.
So 6:05 left in the second period. We are tied up at 2. So another close game between these two teams. And it looks like it's going to be Bonecutter into the draw against Nick Kuharski. That's going to be won by Bonecutter. And Freeby shoots it off the glass, kept in at the point by Hensley before being poked out by Speckhard. Stratton now has it behind the net, banks it off the boards to the near corner. And 4 Saints come down to help. Say there to Kuharski, a shot saved by Bays. Kuharski trying to just throw it to the slot, blocked by Freeby. And Freeby gets it down to the point, kept in by Ben James. And finally comes away with it, is going to be Speckhard, but he's tied up, and that's put right back in the Leo end. Bonecutter now with possession as he's pressured by Ben James. And now it's going to be Hensley with possession. Hensley hit there by Speckhard and still maintaining possession. A turnover at center ice. Here comes Bonecutter. Backhand's blocked by Nick Kuharski, but here is Leedy. Leedy passes it. It's going to be played at the point by Freeby and sent down low to Bonecutter. Bonecutter tied up there by Hensley. And now it's going to be Speckhard. Speckhard sending it down low to Leedy. And it's going to be Kuharski tying up Leedy. Bonecutter coming in for the Lions. And trying to break this puck free before the whistle blows. Referee telling him to keep it moving. To the near side, here is Hensley off the boards. Out to the point. Freeby shot. Tipped in front by Speckhard, but that goes wide. That will be shot down the ice. That was from Hensley, and that rolls for an icing with 4:31 left in the second period.
Yeah, Bay's taking a lot of shots and a lot of saves, but we're in the Dwenger zone, and Vlat's going to show us what he can do.
So now they get the okay for the draw. It's going to be Robertson and Logan Robbins. Tied up on the draw. Logan Robbins shot saved by Vlat. Robinson a chance. That goes wide. Robertson with possession now. And it's going to be played by Josh Robinson. Tipped in front. Here's Logan Robbins. Out to Clauser. He misses on the shot. And now going the other way is Robertson. Robertson drops it to Zaremba. Zaremba's shot. That goes wide. And that's going to be shot into the safety netting. Looked like by Griffin Knipscher. So face-off comes outside as that was shot out of the zone by Griffin Knipscher. And that's going to be shot into the zone there by Nick James coming out. Play onside. And now at center ice, DeGroot over to McClung. McClung up ice. That's going to be played there by Kohlmeyer as he gets to Nick James. Hit there into the boards by Logan Robbins. Kohlmeyer coming away with it. Backhand, saved by Bays. And another chance, stopped by Bays, and he covers it. Not a lot of pressure so far this roughly past 2 or 3 minutes on Vlat. It's mostly been down in the Leo end shooting on Bays.
Yeah, this right here might be a little, when you get down to this under 5-minute mark, here's where you start drawing penalties. The intensity will pick up, so especially on a tied game.
So now it's going to be Kohlmeyer, backhands it. Now it's going to be grabbed and shot at the slot, and Bays makes the save. The shot coming from Louis Knipscher. So tie up on the draw is going to be played and shot there, and a rebound chance sent wide by Zaremba. And now Woods with a shot that's tipped in front by Bonecutter. Zemansky to Zaremba, shot sticked away by Bays. And now tied up there, Zaremba comes away with it, trying to come to the slot. Shot saved by Bays, and he hangs on.
Bays shutting down a lot of opportunity, and they are trying to get something on him. He's a big guy with big plays, big stops.
So face-off will remain inside of the Leo end. It is going to be to the left of Bays. It's going to be tied up and picked up by Zaremba. Throws it. That's going to hit Zemansky and go wide. Zemansky with it now. A shot that's blocked, and that goes into the safety netting. Face-off is going to, looks like, stay inside the Leo end. .301 remaining in the second period. It's going to be Nick James to draw for the Saints against Bonecutter, and Bonecutter comes away with it out to Robinson behind the net. Now played by Speckard. Speckard pressured by Nick James, and James coming away with it. Stick lifted there by Speckard, and now with possession is Louis Knipscher. Knipscher goes down the far side, still with possession, takes it to the corner and behind the net. Hit there, and now played by Speckard as he gets it. Still played in the corner, now grabbed by Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer pressured there by Ray. Kohlmeyer comes away with it. He backhands it, that goes wide. Grabbed now by Louis Knipscher, he'll throw it. That's blocked by Ray. Now played by Knipscher once again, it's going to be Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer loses it, he grabs it back, a backhand, saved by Bays, and now Louis Knipscher with it. Trying to center it to Nick James, can't do it. Kohlmeyer's shot, that goes wide. And now Louis Knipscher out to Nick James, and pass cannot be connected. Now Speckard has it. Speckard banks it off the boards, and that will go for an icing.
A much-needed line change there, so they dump that down for an icing. But Bays has just got to be gassed under the 2-minute mark. I had to check one time to see if Lott was still in net because it looked like they had, the way they were cycling around, it looked like it was extra man on the ice trying to get a goal.
As I said, pressure's been pretty much all Dwenger as they've kept it inside the Leo end. And now off the draw is going to be played by, it looks like Lucas Robbins. He hits the boards and he'll bank it out of the zone. McClung loses it to Logan Robbins. Robbins inside the zone. And he's poke checked there by Ben James. James will shoot it around to McClung. McClung back off the boards to James. It's behind him and he'll grab it. And here's Freebie shooting it to the far corner. Now it's grabbed by Lucas Robbins. Robbins trying to get loose, but cannot. And it's going to be poke checked up to the point, and now Stratton a shot that goes wide. And now grabbed by Grossman. Grossman drop pass played by Ben James, and Freebie keeps it in the zone. Once again off the boards now, up to Robertson. That's played up to Zaremba, grabbed by Freebie. He'll bank it off the boards. And Ben James tries to get it in. He'll hit Grossman. And now it's going to be played by Robertson. Robertson drops it to Ben James. James off the boards to Zaremba. Cannot complete the pass, and Freebie shoots it down the ice. That's going to roll just wide. Grabbed there by Bonecutter. Oh! Bonecutter trying to center it to Lucas Robbins. That hits him in the skates. And now is going to be played by McClung. McClung sends it over. That's going to be picked up and shot out of the zone. Picked up now by Ray. Ray off the boards. And now it's going to be played by Speckard. Speckard poked there by McClung. Now going the other way is the Saints. A stretch pass looking for Zaremba. That's going to hit Robinson. And no icing on the play as he stops behind the net. Robinson loses possession. McClung with it. Ray will shoot it around. That will come out of the zone. 8 seconds left. The group will shoot it up to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer's shot saved by Bays, and Bays gets the whistle with 1.9 remaining in the second period. So the Saints are going to pull wide for a 6th man with just 1.9 left on the clock.
That's the danger when it gets down to that last.
So now off the draw, they're looking to shoot it pretty much right off the draw. That's going to be tied up, and that's going to do it for the second period. Smart play by the Lions to get the tie up.
Yeah, it was. Dwenger came out. Their routes have picked up. Lott's been sleeping down at this end. And under that 4-minute mark, he had one come near him. Can't call it a shot. He dropped for it, however, but it's been Bays in net, and Dwenger firing away at him. So we'll see how the strategy coming into this third period, see what changes.
So that's going to take us into the second intermission. We'll do the resurface, and we'll be back with the third period right here on SummitCitySports.com. But before we go, Big Eye Fish supports Fort Wayne area athletics and has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Originally located at historic 1502 North Wells Street, you can also visit their express locations at 3001 Hillegas Road and their north location at 10380 Leo Road. Big Eye Fish has a 4.3 star rating out of 5 with over 215 Google reviews. Find us at originalbigeyedfish.com and bigeyedfishexpress.com. Like our Facebook pages for updated promotions. And don't forget to enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment only at Big Eyed Fish. And the Fort Wayne Comets have won 9 championships in 65 years of calling Fort Wayne home. The Comets have attracted over 1.2 million fans to the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum over the past 4 years, with an average attendance of over 7,500 fans per game. For game info and tickets, go to Comets.com. You can also follow the Comets on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And remember, it's not just hockey, it's Comet Hockey, the hottest ticket in town. And with that, that'll take us into the second intermission. We'll be right back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
The Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse is a state-of-the-art facility that has become the home of sports in our region. Also the home of Parkview Sports Medicine with our new Ortho Express Clinic, AWP Sports, plus all kinds of club activity from basketball, volleyball, futsal, pickleball, and more. The Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Check it out today.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but it's broken up by Scott. He shoots, hits, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne Hockey.
Plong with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. Our elite team of experts in orthopedic surgery, athletic rehabilitation, nutrition, and sports performance coordinate your care all along the way. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
It's the Comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning clinics that are convenient for you. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ant in action. Get mad about blue.
If you're an athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at ONE, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click on the Services tab.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Craw.
Shot hits the post, and the centering feed to Louis Knipscher, shot scores!
Rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
AWP Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics, the industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the
All right, sorry about the brief dead air. Anyway, we are in the second intermission between Dwenger Saints and the Leo Lions, where just 15 minutes in regulation separates these two teams from a Memorial Cup title. For the Saints, this will be their first, as I said, and for the Lions, this will be their first in 3 years. And before we get things underway, let's take a look back at how we got this far. In the first period, going down into the Dwenger end, it looks like Logan Robbins has possession. He goes to the far side before cutting to the middle. And finally, Clarzer grabs a rebound. Chances that was trying to be blocked in front. He rolls onto his stick. He just throws it. And it looks like it sneaks through Vlot for the 1-0 lead. And then later in the first, we had a tie game. Now after it is going to be tied up along the corner, that comes out to the point. A shot from the point is tipped in front by Zaremba, and it goes through the 5-foot base. So both goals kind of just sneaking through the goaltenders, Vlot and Bays. That gave us the 1-1 score after the first period. And that's where we sat going into the second. And then into the second period we go. With not even 3 minutes into the period, Lucas Robbins walks around the entire Dwenger defense, goes to the slot, and throws it under the blocker of Vlot just outside of the crease. And it's 2-1 in favor of the Leo Lions. That's where the score sat for almost 6 minutes. But after that goal was scored, it was pretty much all Bishop Dwenger as they kept the pressure. They kept pressuring and pressuring and pressuring. And finally they broke through, as we will now see getting inside of the Leo end. A shot came off a drive-by attempt. That sneaks under the pads of Bays, and it kind of sat just outside of the goal line. And then one of the Leo defensemen kind of grabs it and pulls it, trying to pull it out of the crease and shoot it down the ice. But as he pulled it out, it hits the stick of Louis Knipscher, and then Knipscher just throws it into the empty net. That resulted in the 2-2 score that we currently sit at. and we shall see what the third period will hold. After the 15 minutes, will we have an overtime or will we have a champion crown? Stay tuned as we look to find out that answer right here on SummitCitySports.com.
The comets falling from the sky, 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 comets falling from the sky.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana with our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, offering direct access to physicians and Saturday morning clinics that are convenient for you. Parkview Sports Medicine. If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
The Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse is a state-of-the-art facility that has become the home of sports in our region. Also the home of Parkview Sports Medicine with our new Ortho Express Clinic, AWP Sports, plus all kinds of club activity from basketball, volleyball, futsal, pickleball, and more. The Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Check it out today.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne Hockey.
Plong with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. Our elite team of experts in orthopedic surgery, athletic rehabilitation, nutrition, and sports performance coordinate your care all along the way. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
If you're an athlete, you never know when an injury might happen. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine has made the new Ortho Express Clinic. Located inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, the Ortho Express Clinic has everything that an athlete would need, from physicians to athletic rehab and sports performance. Parkview Sports Medicine, game on.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. you can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready for the third period. As I said, will it be an overtime period or will a champion be crowned? We will find out in the next 15 minutes of gameplay. So, like I said, it was Quasar opening things up, then Zaremba tied it, then Robbins gave Lee the lead, then Louis Knipsch tied it. So Dwenger's not held a lead at all this game.
Yeah, I think that Dwenger's going to come out really strong and try to get an effort here and try to get something on base because they're going to have to work the next 15 minutes hard. So they're going to come out firing away. But
so now off the draw is the shot inside the Leo end, and now to the far side. As now it's going to be tied up there by Freebie and McClung. Speckard comes away with it. And now picked up by Ben James. James turns it over to Leedy. Leedy the bone cutter. Shot that goes wide. And now the whistle will be blown as the net came off. Face-off comes outside of the zone. And you got to wonder, though, Dwenger spent most of the second period trying to work with this stretch pass to the far side or near side, and it wasn't really working. So you got to wonder if the coach mentioned, like, hey, this ain't working. We need to change it up or we're going to get caught again.
Yeah, they may be just having a guy carry that puck in strong and then dump it in and then do a chase. They work really well in the routes and then just try to tie up Bays when they get him in there, kind of trying to confuse him, but he stays with the play.
Now off the draw is going to be shot and picked up there by Zaremba. Zaremba tied up, and that's going to be grabbed by Robinson, and now it's in the feet of Logan Robbins. And now it's sent down to the corner to be played there by Josh Robinson. He's poke-checked there. Grabbed by Zemanski. Zemanski shot off the post through the feet of Bays. He had no idea. And now Grossman has possession. He comes down the middle. He gets poked at the center ice. And now Josh Robinson comes away with it. He gets around the defense.
Misses a check.
Robinson a shot, and that's blocked by the defenseman Hensley. And now it comes out to neutral zone. Grossman grabs it. He'll throw it inside the end and grabbed now by Woods. Woods throwing it around to Louis Knipscher. Knipscher trying to get it up to Zaremba. That hits him in the skates. And now Lucas Robbins gets poked at the line inside the zone. Speckard a shot. That's blocked in front. And now grabbed by Woods. Woods hit into the boards by Lucas Robbins. And a big hit there. That's going to draw a penalty. Nick James goes down hard. He's injured on the play. One's got to wonder if this might be a 5 for an injured play.
Well, we'll see. I mean, Speckard came in and turned body on him, so he didn't go.
Referee is going to be talking this one over to make sure they get the right call. There's going to be a check from behind, which is an automatic at the minimum 2-minute check from behind and a 10-minute misconduct automatically. And they're going to talk it over to make sure no extra time is warranted. So James comes back to his own feet off his own strength, and he skates to the bench to be checked out. And they're going to give Speckard just 2 minutes, so it's going to be the automatic 2 and 10.
Yeah, he didn't come in there striding, so no boarding either. But, yeah, he went in there. And
so as I mentioned, this is going to be your first game in high school hockey since, what, you said 2008?
Yeah, it's been a long time. So I do see some names of I remember when some of these guys were just little kids, and it's great to see them coming up into this.
So now off the draw, McClung gets it out of the zone, but it's going to be picked up there by Bonecutter. He breaks away as McClung lost his balance. A shot saved by Vlad. And now Bonecutter has it along the near side. He'll try to throw it on net. That's blocked in front by Louis Knipscher. Bonecutter still with possession. He's pretty much single-handedly killing off this penalty for at least 20 seconds.
Yeah, Boney was picking up his own rebounds. And
now McClung with possession. He's poked there by Leedy. And now Kohlmeyer comes away with it. Dwenger having trouble with the man advantage, getting it out of the zone. There they go with the stretch pass once again. That time it connected, but it just rolled off the stick of Louis Knipscher.
Yeah, it looked like Knipscher was setting up a play, and it just lost that pass.
Ben James now with it, gets it up to Louis Knipscher. Knipscher coming down the near side inside the zone with speed. He gets poked there by Stratton. And now Louis Knipscher still with possession out to the point. Nobody there. And that will roll all the way back down. Vlot stops it and now leaves it for Hensley. Hensley setting up behind the net, looking to get a play started. Leo parents and fans trying to get their team pumped up, and here is going to be Zaremba. Zaremba, shot set by Robertson, is going to be stopped, and we'll have a whistle.
They haven't been attacking Bays like I thought they would, and they haven't gathered up any momentum here with the extra man for Dwenger on their power play, but maybe that'll change here in the next 37 seconds.
Tie up on the draw is going to be tied up there on the far corner by Griffin Knipscher and Parker Ray. Robertson comes away with it out to the point, and Hensley gets it back. The shot, it's in the crease, and Bays finds it and covers the puck.
Bay's playing really calm there, and he just covered up that puck real slow. It's like he is like in his zone.
Good job by Bays making sure he finds the way through the screen and make sure he keeps track of that puck. And now it's going to be a face-off win by Robertson, and out to Hensley at the point. Hensley gets to the slot, a shot tipped in front, they score! Griffin Knipscher! It's a power play goal!
Knipscher picking up that tip on that redirect. Bay was following it. Bone cutter all over his guy. Bone cutter was the reason they haven't been attacking as much, but it just wasn't enough.
So Knipscher gives Dwenger the lead. 11:44 left in the third period. Still plenty of time for anything to happen.
Yep, just 3:16 that occurred.
And that one will be shot into the bench. And in the great sport of hockey, we can have a play transition from one end to the other in a matter of, 5 seconds maybe? And then anything goes from there.
Yeah. Well, it looks like he might be, see why he's still in the box, and he may have had the 2 and 10.
So he now doesn't have to serve the full 2, so all he has to do is wait for the 10 minutes to expire. And he comes back out. Problem is, Speckhart's one of the point getters for Leo. A shot by Louis Knipscher is saved by Bays, and that's not going to be picked up there at the point down low by McClung. Logan Robbins coming with it up to Lucas Robbins. The Robin brothers coming into the zone.
Oh!
Shot is stopped by Flott.
Playable.
And now it's going to be out of the zone. Freebie grabbing possession. He'll maintain it inside his own defensive end. He'll bank it off the boards. And now Leo comes back the other way.
He's going to do this himself. Oh, he drops.
Drop pass to Lucas Robbins. He's poke checked there. No stick by McClung. Freebie a shot. That goes wide. And now Louis Knipscher grabs it. He bumps into Logan Robbins. And now Woods comes up with the puck. Woods sends it around the boards to Louis Knipscher. Knipscher trying to get it up ice. That's going to go wide. And icing is going to be called.
Wow.
Nick James offering some objections on the icing, feeling like Stratton kind of stopped skating and he had plenty of opportunity to play it. But the linesmen disagree and face off down inside the
I think Stratton had him on the reach, and that's why he just stuck that stick out there. So, yeah, he kind of gave up, but James about had him.
So, face off down in the Dwenger end. It's going to be tied up in 1. Bonecutter comes in. Bonecutter shot. That goes wide. And now it's going to be picked up by Robinson, but now poked away. Here is Zaremba. Zaremba over to Robertson. Robertson centers it. Shot. He loses it on a bounce. And now it's in the feet of Zemansky. Clauser loses it. Here's Hensley. Hensley, a shot tipped in front. And now Zaremba comes away with it.
He stopped a lot of that. Bonecutter's on most of this.
So shot goes off the mask of Bays, and now it's going to be picked up there by Robertson. And now Zemansky sends it to Robertson, to Zaremba, and it goes wide. Out to the point, here is Hensley. Hensley still at the point, backhands it down low. And Zemansky's tied up with Ray. He'll leave it for Zaremba to play as he gets it to Zemansky. Zemansky centers it to Hensley. That goes off the skate. And unable to keep it in was James. Delayed offside, so the Lions have an opportunity to play something. And Robinson just shoots it down the ice.
Yeah,
Icing is called.
He saw the change, but they did have a delayed offside. They could have picked it up, but they just needed to get new legs.
One of those split-second decisions that could go one way, could go another, and it resulted in an icing.
Yeah, Zaremba almost having that back door. We got to take his name off the score sheet because he looked like he almost had that one.
So now it's going to be played along the far side by James. Down low is going to be to the slot. A shot by Louis Knipscher gets blocked, and another chance goes wide. McClung at the point, drops it to DeGroot. DeGroot fanning on the shot, and he's able to keep it in. He'll throw it into the zone, and the referee is going to say he closed his hand on the puck.
Delay a game.
That's a play you don't really see in the high school association. I don't think there's a penalty for it, though.
Yeah, well, I thought there would be if you close your hand on the puck, you take it out of play. But it was a smart play because he's a defenseman. He's burnt. Then there's a scoring opportunity against Vlad.
Say it's kind of a big rule change coming from the NAIA college teams down to high school hockey. Louis Knipscher with it now. He takes it to the near corner. It's going to be tied up there by Stratton and Logan Robbins. And Kohlmeyer comes in to help, trying to work the puck free. And finally, it's going to be picked up by Logan Robbins. Robbins takes it along the near side, and that's shot back in the zone by McClung. And Stratton gets it back out, and McClung will shoot it right back in.
Yeah, everything's a strategy if it's not a score. Even penalties can give you, draw other teams into penalties, take their guys out. So everything's a strategy.
When played right, hockey's kind of like a chess game. You got to move all the pieces accordingly to your strategy, and one mishap can mess up your whole thing and go the other way.
And one thing does lead to another.
So now it's going to be inside of the Dwenger end. McClung now has it as he's tied up there.
Check.
It looks like Clauser grabs it now for the Lions, and it's going to be picked up now by Zaremba.
I think Leo's starting to find out they got to put body on these plays because the speed. The Dwengers picked up their speed, and they've had speed all along, and they've intensified it.
The shot by Leedy is going to go wide. Clauser picks it up behind the net to the far corner. Trying to get it out to the point that's intercepted by Sather. And Sather will shoot it down inside of the Leo end. That rolls behind the net. And now it's going to be played by Zaremba. Zaremba pressured now by Robinson. And coming away with it is going to be Ray.
Ray's going to get clobbered. Nope.
Off the boards, it's going to be kept in by Hensley. That comes out. And Bonecutter coming away with it, the leading scorer of the league. Excuse me. And now McClung banks off the boards. He will send it for an icing. Kind of looking for Zaremba, but Zaremba had his back turned to him and wasn't quite ready for the pass.
Yeah, Bonecutter has come out in the third, and he's played exceptional. And he's been in almost every defensive play in his defensive zone, but he's created a lot of opportunities on offense, but they're all over him.
Lions are starting to go with a little bit of an aggressive face-off play, and now it's going to be brought into the Leo zone by Louis Knipscher. Knipscher fanning on the shot, loses it in his feet, and coming away with it is Hensley. Hensley poked there by Freebie, and another chance is going to be blocked by Freebie.
There they go.
And the Lions go back the other way. Freebie, Robbins, and
Freebie does.
Robbins.
He's a defenseman now forward.
Logan Robbins loses his edge, and now it's going to be grabbed by Robbins. He gets it out to Stratton. Stratton a shot, blocked, and now Lucas Robbins tries to throw it. He misses it. Now it's going to be played at center ice by Freebie. 7:15 remaining in the third period. And now it's going to be played by Hensley in his own defensive end along the far corner. And Goins unable to get there. He will just keep it inside the zone. Delayed offsides. As now it's going to be Josh Robinson getting it back inside the Dwenger end. Played by DeGroot. DeGroot over to McClung or Hensley. And now it's going to be Kohlmeyer's shot. That goes wide and grabbed now by Nick James. Bonecutter now with possession. He goes the other way. Bonecutter coming down the near side. Goes to the middle, to the far side. Bonecutter's shot blocked there by Woods. Goins loses it in his feet.
Check.
And Woods ties up Goins. Goins sends it down low. Played now by Woods. Woods pumped off by Leedy. And now it looks like Zaremba's going to be coming away with it. He'll lose it, and now played by Bonecutter. Bonecutter seeing a lot of minutes here in the third period. And now it's going to be played by Woods across the ice to Zemansky, poked away there by Lucas Robbins. And now Zaremba coming back the other way. Zaremba gets around Ray, but the puck stays in the feet of Parker Ray. And Grossman stick lifted by Robertson, and Ray gets it out of the zone. Robertson in the neutral zone, off the boards and inside of the Leo end. Freebie now with possession. They bank it off the boards to Lucas Robbins, over to Grossman. Grossman loses possession. Ben James keeps it out of the Dwenger end. And now Freebie has it, looking over to Stratton. Stratton can't control it. And now it's going to be picked up by, it looks like, Louis Knipscher. Knipscher over to, looked like Hensley, play offsides. As indeed it went to Hensley and he went offsides on the play.
Yeah, Dwenger, this is their game to lose it at least to a tie. So the speed has finally picked up for Leo because they see that they need to do it. So the speed is matched up.
Ben James shoots it down into the zone. Stratton has it. Knipscher throws it through the crease. And now played by Lucas Robbins as he drops it to Freebie. Freebie pressured there by Louis Knipscher. Freebie with possession, comes back to the near side. And now over to Lucas Robbins as he's cross-ice pass to Logan Robbins. That hit the official skate, and now it's going to be back inside the Leo end by Logan Robbins. He drops it to Stratton. And Stratton bumped off there. Freebie comes in to play it. Now it's going to be grabbed there by Ben James and shot inside of the Leo end. No icing, so Nick James grabs it. And now it's going to be Louis Knipscher with possession. Knipscher tied up into the boards and coming over to McClung. McClung can't get a shot off. That's blocked by Leedy. Louis Knipscher with it, centers it to Knipscher. It's in the pad of base. He just drops down and gets a pad on it. Had no idea where it is, and now is going to be Bonecutter the other way. Off the boards to Leedy.
Bonecutter, the playmaker, both ends of the ice. He's in on everything. He's been playing a lot of defense, so he's not getting a lot of chances to keep scoring for his team at the other end.
Kohlmeyer to Louis Knipscher, out to the point. McClung loses it for a second to the high slot. McClung a shot that goes wide. Rebound opportunity. Bays dives back. Wide open net. Robertson just kind of throw it in, and that's going to be knocked away by Robinson. And it's going to be cleared out of the zone. DeGroot with possession.
Grossman might have a chance. He might have a chance.
Grossman coming away. Grossman shoots to the side by Vaught.
Grossman worked hard. He picked that puck up, nearly lost it, but he could not get a hold of it to fire it at Vaught. Boy, he wished he could get that shot back.
3:54 remaining in the third period. Grossman picks it up off of a bad chance there by DeGroot, but it doesn't burn him as Vaught makes the save. Face off inside of the Dwenger end. Off the draw is going to be played now by Wagner as he will lose it. And now it's going to be picked up by the Saints and shot out of the zone. And now coming down the near side, it looks like it's Zaremba. Zaremba has it in the near corner, pressured now by Robinson. Ray making sure they don't have an easy path to the slot. And now Lucas Robbins goes back the other way.
Oh, nice move.
Possible, and now it's going to be bumped in the corner by Woods. Now it's going to be along the near side of the net. And coming away with it is going to be the Saints. A heavy hit there by Logan Robbins. Grossman with possession. He'll backhand it over to Lucas Robbins. And Robbins goes up the far side slowly. He'll throw it on net. Stick saved by Vaught.
Loose puck.
And now it's going to be picked up by the Saints. They come back the other way. It's going to be Woods.
Oh, nice take.
2-on-1. Clauser a shot.
He scores! Wow. What a pickpocket play to tie it up.
A tie game, 2:56. Clauser gets it under the blocker of Vaught off a turnover in the zone.
Awesome play by Clauser, picking the puck up. It's almost like he didn't know he had it for a second. None of us did. The whole place was quiet, saw it in his feet, picked it up, drove in, and fired it Vaught.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout call. And that's going to be called by the Saints. So Clausen gets credit for the goal. Good solo effort. It's tie game. 2:56 separates us from either a champion or overtime.
It's getting a little worried to see if Leo was going to answer, because it was getting near that scary mark. You get under 3 minutes, and you've got to do something. Grossman almost made that chance happen earlier, so it's the same thing Klauser did. They're coming in, they're intercepting them pucks.
Both teams working on a strategy. One's got to think, are both teams just kind of going to go conservative, see how things play out, and wait for the overtime?
Well, what happened, Dwenger started, their passing has started working for them, but they're not catching the puck squarely, and it's coming in and out of the blade. And so that's what Leo started to do, was start to come in and intercept their passes, just stay on and play tight, and made a lot of opportunities to try to get the intercept. And they may still keep doing that here, because Dwenger they have maintained their speed, and Leo has picked it up. But if they can keep forcing them into those long, wide passes, they'll try to intercept those all day long.
So now off the draw, it's going to be one and tied up. Now still tied up in the skates. That's going to be poked free and inside of the Dwenger end. Vlot stops it, and he leaves it in play. Probably should have covered that one.
That was scary.
And now Nick James to the far side. It looks like it's going to be flipped into the zone. And Stratton misses it on the catch. And now is going to be Nick James. James around the boards. Grabbed by Louis Knepscher. Knepscher with possession. Trying to do another solo effort. Trying to keep as much pressure on him as he can. And that goes off the boards by Freebie. And that will roll for an icing.
Yeah, Knepscher was trying to create a play there. Bone Cutter stayed on him. Two good players playing each other really tight.
As you said, both teams are playing a kind of a speed game, and one's got to wonder which one will start feeling the fatigue first. Face off inside of the Leo end to the glove side of Bays. New face off coming in for, new centerman coming in for the Lions. And this is going to be Lucas Robbins now, and a new centerman coming in from the Saints. Zemansky now coming in, a whole new center play, and now it's going to be won by Zemansky. That goes through the slots. Robinson off the boards, out to the point. Ben James keeps it alive. Lucas Robbins keeps it off the boards and out of the zone. Ben James with possession in his own defensive end. Over to Zemansky. And that's going to be kept alive. Here comes the Saints to the slot. Zaremba, shot save,
to save, it's loose.
It's
still loose. Here comes the shot. High. Ouch!
And that rolls into the glove of Bays, and Bays hangs on.
Oh, James thought he had that one. He had some real estate, but he fluttered on the shot.
So Lions kind of just dodged a bullet from the hockey gods as Ben James kind of mishandles the shot. It kind of just flutters into the glove of Bays. He hangs on. And now is going to be a face-off win kept into the zone by DeGroot. And now Nick James gets it down low to Louis Knipscher. Knipscher to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer with the backhand. That goes wide. Bays down and out. It rolls wide, and a shot blocked by Bone Cutter. Here's Leedy on a breakaway, but it's broken up by Hensley.
Going to stay in his zone.
And Clauser cannot keep it in. Delayed offside. And play whistled down.
Boy, either Blaze shifted wrong. He left that spot open. That puck went slower than a stone in curling. However, he may be showing a little signs of fatigue here. He's played a heck of a game, but he has faced a lot of shots.
Both teams just leaving it all out on the ice, and they could potentially meet in the two-way state championship rounds as they face each other in the two-way division.
Well, then it's legitimate tonight.
1:30 remains. Hensley wraps it around the boards. Now played by Lucas Robbins. Speckard with possession out to the point to Freebie. Freebie over to the near side. Nobody there. Hensley will bank it off the boards. Excuse me, that's going to be actually Kohlmeyer.
Oh, good check. Kick him off the
Logan
play.
Robbins with possession. That's over to Freebie. Freebie stretch pass, blocked by DeGroot. Icing waved off. He's being chased down by Speckhard. Speckhard back on the ice after serving the 10 minutes. And now it's going to be DeGroot behind the net. DeGroot's probably being a little cautious. He caused that turnover. And now is going to be along the near corner. Grabbed there by Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer wraps around to Louis Knipscher. Knipscher coming away with it. Gets around Freebie, 2-on-1. Knipscher a shot. He scores! Louis Knipscher with 40 seconds left.
That was misplayed down ice by most of the Leo players. Knipscher wanted to carry that puck. He was not going to pass.
So the Knipscher brothers coming up big as Griffin Knipscher got the game-tying goal, and then Louis Knipscher gives him the lead with 40 seconds left. Leo takes the timeout, trying to draw something up.
They knew he was the threat, but they didn't stop him right. And he kept working, and he came down and fired away.
So an interesting 40 seconds remains in this game, and we shall see how this plays out.
Yeah, we got a timeout by Leo. They may pull Blaze at some point.
And one thing I've seen with both playing and broadcasting in high school hockey, it's not over until that buzzer sounds.
Yeah, we've, especially with Indiana Tech, we have seen our share of 2 seconds left because we're looking like going into overtime and someone gives because they just figure they'll just try to win the game in the fourth period. And with just a couple of seconds yet left, Indiana Tech will find a way. And they've done it in the beginning of the fourth period, in just seconds in the beginning. They come in, fire away, and get a win. It's incredible to watch.
Oh, as I said, 40 seconds remains. Dwenger, 40 seconds away from their first ever Memorial Cup title. Off the draw, it's now going to be played at neutral zone by Lucas Robbins. They got all their big scores out for Leo. And now Bay is waiting for the go to get to the bench. Lucas Robbins over to Freebie. Freebie trying to get it inside the St. zone. He does. That's cleared out. And that's going to be put into the Leo end. 20 seconds remaining. That goes for an icing.
And there's going to be your extra man as Blaze comes in.
Do or die now. Face off for the Lions.
So Bay's, that worked out for him because Dwenger about kept it in the zone and they would have cycled it around. They wouldn't even have cared to shot because they don't want the clock to stop.
Bone cutter to the draw. Logan Robbins to the behind bone cutter. That's going to be one tied up. Here is Logan Robbins. It's in the feet. Speckhard comes away with it. Speckhard tied up to Logan Robbins. To Speckhard.
10 seconds.
Speckhard to Freebie.
Here comes a
Freebie
shot.
a shot. Blocked in front. 5 seconds
Second
left.
effort.
Out to Freebie.
It's all on Freebie.
A shot blocked.
That
will
it.
Do it. The Bishop Dwenger Saints are the 2018 Memorial Cup champions. And it's their first in team history as they defeat the Leo Lions by a score of 4-3.
That was a good game right all the way to the end. It looks like Bays just got tired there at the end. He played an exceptional game. He kept him in it. Bone Cutter tried to shut down everything in defense. Didn't give him a lot of opportunities in offense, but he did keep the puck in the zone to fire away. But Flott didn't see a lot in this game, and they came up victorious.
On one end of the ice, pure joy, and on the other, nothing but
and this is the greatest
sorrow. It's kind of It is a downer to lose in the championship games, but it gives you experience.
But at least the season's not over because the state tournament's about to begin, and this will size you up. This is the greatest part of this sport. Most teams will head to the locker room when you look at other types of sports, from basketball to football. But the sportsmanship here, it's tough to do.
You see it at all levels, the youth levels, high school, college, juniors, professional, especially in the playoffs. Teams go hard after each other, injure each other, trying to do whatever they can, making the dirty plays to win. And at the end of the day, they do the handshake line.
They do.
Like
it's tough because there's nights that you just want to go in the locker room. You battled with that particular guy all night long. You just want to slug him, but it's just like life. That part's over, and you just you thank the other guy for the great battle he gave you, and then you move on. So it was a good game. It wasn't a blowout. I think both side fans enjoyed it. It's great skill.
It ended up being decided in the final minute once again, and it was Louis Knipscher coming up as a hero.
Yeah, he came out strong. He battled. He came in with a head of steam, and he went through like 3 players, and it's just they sized him up wrong. One missed a check, another missed the puck, so it wasn't one, throw a body on him and knock him down. He got around that. Let me just play the puck. He got around that, so he worked hard. And earlier, we saw base stop, stuff like that coming in, but it took its toll. And he played well for a young man. He's done well. He's got a future ahead of him. And they still got this season, and it's exciting to see.
And as I mentioned, I believe this coming weekend is going to be the state tournament held in South Bend, Indiana, at both the Icebox and the Notre Dame Ice facility. When the 1A division is, of course, representing Fort Wayne, Homestead Spartans, the Fort Wayne Bruins, and the Summit City Panthers. In the 2A are the teams you see out on the ice, the Leo Lions and the Bishop Dwenger Saints. And representing Fort Wayne in the 3A division is the Carroll Chargers.
Yeah, that's a good time of year. That's what I miss, because there were teams when we were there and we saw 1A teams is how it just would end up through the season from your crossovers. But you're playing in a 6-team league and you're getting beat upon by a 3-4A team, what have you. But when you get to state, you are so good because you have battled. And it's great to have this many teams up here in this.
So now coming up is going to be the second place medals given out to the Leo Lions. And as I said, don't forget that March 10th, we will have the state championship games right here at the Parkview Sport on Ice House and streamed live right here on the SummitCitySports.com.
Number 3, Joshua Robinson. Number 6, Carter Wolfcutter. Number 7, Connor Hayes. Number 10, Benjamin Slicker. Number 12, Christian Detweiler. Number 14, Christian Rutman. Number 15, Parker Gray. Number 16, Matthew Foster.
As I said earlier, I think I finally found the word I was looking for. One side was excitement, the other one, disappointment. Come so far and coming up just that short is heartbreaking for teams.
It's tough, and then you have to go through the ceremony. Yeah, Leo's got a good team, and so the defeat tonight will just, put a little fire at them going down state or going up to state, and we'll see how they do there. That'll be, you put this one behind you, and you move on. And if you see them again, you know exactly, during the game you're like, I wish I'd have done this, I wish I'd have done that. Well, if you get to play them again, then all those wishes is some lessons learned that you could probably carry into that next game. But I think some of the teams that the state's that they're gonna be battling against, both teams are gonna see some what we saw tonight, and it'll be exciting to see if we can ascend.
The Leo Lions team you see out on the ice is pretty much what you're going to see next year, as they only have, looks like, 3 graduating seniors, so a lot of the core of the team is going to remain the same going into next year.
Yeah, I was looking at that, and I felt pretty good about it, seeing how well they were playing and seeing a lot of return players that,
Dwenger, on the other hand, they're going to suffer a little bit, losing 6 seniors to graduation. And along those lines is Luke McClung, a big point getter at the defense. Michael Zaremba, another big point getter along the forwards. Ben James, Colton Light, and Griffin Knipscher, along with Brendan Hensley and Josh Kuharski. A lot of big scores for the
And that's why they played the way they did tonight, because this is it. So they wanted to get this under their belt. Like you said, seeing new teams in the Memorial Cup, and then you're being senior year, you make it happen. But now that Leo has tasted it, with their younger team, they're going to want to get it back next year. And if we see Dwenger here again next year, boy, they pulled something off. Means all the underclassmen have stepped up, or you got a freshman or two that's standing out.
Colton Light, graduating senior, had a bit of a unique story today. Still on the roster, although he was unable to play any games this year as he suffered a knee injury just towards the beginning of the season off a soccer injury.
Oh.
And that pretty much took him out the whole year.
Yeah, that's the worst part of injuries is Yeah, well, with Indiana Tech, we lost our the league leader in points and goals, and he's come back. He's not 100%, but he's out there, and you know we're as all teams are. You're into your championship part of your season as it winds down, and you got to get everything together that you can. I'm glad no one came out of here hurt. No one was ejected over anything serious, so that you got your full team heading down to state. But this one does sting when you don't pick it up. It's I remember it. So now, did you guys win Memorial Cup when you were playing?
Yes, back when I played for the Carroll Chargers back in 2014, 2015, we won the Memorial Cup. Went to state, our heads high, and unfortunately we got, I hate to say it, but we got smacked. We had a rude awakening.
Now, what division were you guys in state?
We were the 5A titles, the highest you could go.
Yeah, that's it. But it's awesome to be in that. So
you can, as long as you can keep a level head after winning the city, because we went into the state thinking we were going to have it easy made because we pretty much walked through city like nothing was ever a challenge. Leo was pretty much the only team that could ever push us to any limits, and that's not trying to be disrespectful to the other teams in the league. It's just how it was when I played.
Yeah, you can't let up. I mean, and it's bad if you're beating a team that ends up being a 1A team, and it's like, I mean, they stopped. They used to stop putting the score up when it was 10 to whatever, but you could have 13 and still be hammering because, it's practice for you. Your team just can't let up and play because that's where you can get injuries when you start playing other teams, crossover in state. So, and it is tough. It's really tough.
That year, I think we went perfect 20-0 in city. Didn't lose one game all year. And as I said, I think we took that a little bit for granted. And when we got to the big dance, we just fell apart because we didn't really have that team to really push us to be our best because we kind of just walked through everything. But fortunately, enough about me and the past of the Carroll Chargers. Let's focus on the current here and now. The Memorial Cup champions, the 2018 Bishop Dwenger Saints. And as I said, 6 graduating seniors for the Saints have won their final Memorial Cup of their high school careers. And as I said, for the Saints, they're going to be looking to fill up the hole.
Yeah, they earned it. They came out and they played. Their speed was up. They played well. And when you look at the stats between the goaltenders, you're going to see Bays with a lot of saves and Vlad with not a lot. Not to say he's not the same caliber. It's just they played well to protect him, stop anything, not just, defense standing in front of a shot, but creating plays and keeping it out of the zone.
Yeah, Dwenger pretty much wore Bays down.
Yep.
Now they begin the skate around the rink.
Yep, for a freshman goalie, he's done well, and he'll.
That's true. He's got 3 more years.
When you're skating lines one day and you're wondering why, you think the coach is mad at you, you'll know. Yeah, there you are. 2018 Memorial Cup winners. Great to see Bishop Dwenger.
So after this, their next goal is to hang another state banner. Their last championship coming in 2016, as they were the 2-way state title back then. Leo also a 2016 state champion in the 3A division. So both teams looking to bring home a state title after tonight's game.
Well, let's hope they do. I'd like to see Fort Wayne stay on the map in hockey. Youth hockey to high school hockey, and we've got college hockey here, and I just love to see it. And, with the Comets, pro, there's a lot of ice out here to watch, so.
Yep, from the house leagues to player development camps to the Indiana Tech Warriors, both ACHA and NAIA. The future of the IPFW Mastodons is a little bit in question.
Yeah, we don't know what to call them, so we still call them IPFW. I mean, and they're even changing the mascot, so we can't just default to say Mastodons forever. So,
from
they're all out there.
House to high school to college to the Comets, and even further beyond.
Yeah, we've got a lot here, and it's great. It's awesome to see. And I'm glad this facility had came about, because when I was involved with the high school hockey, everything was McMillan, and there was always talk of a better, thing. And the vision and dream came about. Here it is. I watched the parent meetings at Northside, which developed the Bishop Dwenger program. It was sad to see Northside shut down, but Dwenger come about, so I saw that in its infancy from one parent saying, why not Bishop Dwenger? And then here we are. And tonight, they come and get the Memorial Cup. So from that day, I'm drawing back on that, and it's really cool to see. We never would have thought, I'd be standing here watching them win tonight. So they deserved it. They earned it. They worked for it. Nothing given to them, and here they are. Awesome.
And that is pretty much going to do it for the broadcasting part of this. We'll probably run the video for about another couple more minutes, just to have the team skate around for a couple more minutes. As I said, for the broadcasting part of this, though, this is pretty much it. It's been a long season, 22 games across the city teams, and that's, as I said, it's pretty much going to do it. Lots going to happen still with state this weekend and the state championship games back here, which, of course, as I said, we will broadcast. And it's been a pleasure doing this. I've loved it all season. I hope to see you, everybody, here again soon next year as we start off the 2018-2019 season. And to all 6 teams in the state tournament, I wish you the best of luck. And once again, congratulations to the Bishop Dwenger Saints, your 2017-2018 Memorial Cup champions. And once again, best of luck to all teams: Fort Wayne Bruins, Summit City Panthers, Homestead, Dwenger, Leo, and Carroll. Best of luck in the state tournament. And hopefully we can see a couple of these teams here on March 10th as they compete for the championship crowns in state.
That'll be great. Come on out. Tune in if you can't, but come on out and cheer for your team. And, here's the fun part here. You're getting the TV interviews. So it's a great thing. And, Brandon, thanks for having me out here tonight. It's fun. I love being a part of a broadcast with anything. I've done all kinds of stuff, and this was exciting for my first high school game in years to come out and see this. So thanks for having me out.
Thank you for coming, and of course to you, best of luck with the first ever Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference tournament that the Indiana the Indiana Tech Warriors are hosting this weekend in the NAIA division.
Yeah, and that's and they've had a little struggle here in the second half of the 2017-18 season, so they're starting to come around. But they're here this weekend. The conference is here. There'll be a winner come Sunday, and but Tech plays their first game Saturday, but it starts out here 8:30 Friday night. So the conference. So we've seen some NAIA championships crowned from different schools. For football with St. Francis, we've seen the ladies playing well. Basketball for Indiana Tech. So NAIA is fun, and it's exciting and high pace. Let's keep seeing Fort Wayne keep winning. So let's see them winning everything.
Yep. And once again, best of luck. Can't say it enough. Best of luck to all teams that are in Fort Wayne play right now. From the high school teams to the Indiana Tech Warriors to the Fort Wayne Comets, who are looking to make it 10 championships in 66 years of common hockey. And of course, even our other sponsors, such as the Mad Ants, wish them the best of luck. And once again, thank you for joining us here on Summit City Sports. And when we come back on March 10th, we hope to see a few Fort Wayne teams here. And we look forward to seeing you and tuning in next season for the 2018-2019 year.